Okay, in the today's class, let's discuss about how can we write down a basic program in Protractor. Okay, how can we write down a basic program in Protractor? Let's study in our today's class. So here, what I'm doing right now means, let me open the blog here, which we discussed earlier. So this blog contains how to use a Java programming language for the Protractor. The first and foremost thing which you need to do is you need to download a GitHub source code for that. Okay, you need to download a GitHub source code for this particular protractor. So let me try to open this GitHub source code, and here once we navigated to this particular page, here you have an option which is to download, clone or download. Select download as a zip file. Okay, so select a download as a zip file. Once it got downloaded, unzip that particular folder. In the downloads folder, by default, you can find this jprotractor master. Right click, extract. See, you can find this jprotractor master folder. Navigate into that, you can find another folder. By default, you don't find any target folder here. Okay, by default, you don't find any target folder here. Now, what you need to do, you need to navigate to src, test, and here there will be a Java folder for you. Okay, here there will be a Java folder. Delete it. Okay, delete that particular Java folder. Under where you need to delete that? Under the src, under the test, you need to delete that Java folder. So here, if you observe the blog, I have given a root directory that under the src, there is a test folder in which Java. Delete that folder. Great. So we are up to here. So copy the folder location. So I just copied the folder location. Open the command prompt, cd space, navigate to this particular project. That's it. I don't want to do anything here. I just want to navigate up to here. Okay. So here the point is, once we are specified up to here, okay, once we are specified up to here, so the next point of what we need to consider out over here is, here I need to run a command here stating that the command is, see here, the command which we need to run out over here is mvn clean package. This is what the command you need to enter. So mvn clean package. It will take a 3 to 5 minutes time to complete this process. Once this process was completed, a build success message will be displayed here somewhere on the console. Okay, a build success message will be displayed somewhere here on the console, and then once this one was done, you can find a target folder inside that. In the target folder, you can find a jprotractor 1.3 snapshot. Okay, a jprotractor 1.3 snapshot. Okay, fine. Fine. jprotractor 1.3 folder, which you can find that particular information. Okay, cool. So this is the required jar file. Okay, open up here. If you navigate to the GitHub, see you can find an information that okay, the various methods like find bindings, find by button text, find by CSS containers, find by modal, find by options, find by partial button text, repeat all those. These are all the various methods we have within this particular jprotractor jar files. Okay, these are all the various bindings it has. Okay, fine, done. So what we need to do now means, so here what we need to do means, if you clearly observe the declaration here, they gave us a declaration how we need to define that. Okay, so what we are gonna do right now means, so I'm gonna create a new Java project here, new Java project, and I'm naming it as a jprotractor. Click on a next button. Okay, so here I'm adding external jars like, okay, so I would like to add all the selenium 3.5 jar files. So here I just added these selenium 3.5 jar files. Along with that, I would like to add this jprotractor from the target folder too. I just added these jprotractor from the target folder too. And the same way, I would like to add this drivers folder as well. So let me copy these drivers, and I would like to add these drivers here to this particular project. Paste. See, I added drivers to my project. Now, what I would like to do right now means, this is a basic Java class which we have created, right? So let me copy the basic code here. And now let me create a new Java class. Scripts. And here I'm defining it as an example one. I don't want any main methods. So here I'm pasting that stuff. So if you clearly observe what exactly I did out over here means, okay, so what exactly I did out over here means, I just added a test annotation here. Okay, so this test annotation, okay, I'm just adding this a test from JUnit. System.sec property, webdriver.chrome driver, and I created an object to Chrome driver as a dir. And now I'm creating an object to ng webdriver. See here, ng webdriver space driver is equal to new ng webdriver, for which I need to pass this Chrome browser instance. That's it. This is the only thing which I did, guys. So I just created an object to ng webdriver, which I'm passing an instance here. And later, what are all the WebDriver commands we have? We are using the same WebDriver commands only. I'm not gonna change even a single WebDriver command. We are gonna use all the WebDriver commands only. Whatever the WebDriver commands we used, we are gonna use these WebDriver commands only. Okay, so let me try to copy this URL. Okay, just give me a second. Let me try to open up these URLs so that we can specify that applications. The applications we need to go for are a completely an Angular applications. We need to go with a completely Angular JS applications itself. So here I am opening the application URL here. Okay, so I asked my WebDriver to perform driver.get. Okay, let me run this program and see whether ng WebDriver is working or not. Okay, it launched a Chrome browser. Okay, it opened the application. Okay, cool. Done up to here. Okay, so the point out over here is this is an application. Let me copy this URL. Open the application on a Firefox browser. And here I'm opening the application. Let me show you the properties here. Okay, so the application got opened. Perform a right click operation, inspect element. See, if you clearly observe, this object contains an ng model. This object contains an ng model. This object contains an ng model and object properties. So if you clearly observe, this is a text field which is having a various kinds of ng properties, which are Angular properties. So here driver dot find element. Okay, so here find element by dot. So if you observe by dot, the various kinds of methods are here. Class name, ID, something like that. By dot. Too many by dots are there. So here ng by dot. So this is related to Angular methods like bindings, button text, CSC contains, repeater, modal, everything whatever we have, we can contain all the information. Ng model. So if you observe the text field, it has an ng model as a first. So copy this ng model, go back here by dot model, and this is what the model is. Dot send the keys 1. The same way, this object is also having an ng model of second. So here, let me copy this one. Ng model as a second dot 5. So I entered a 1 here and I asked it to enter 5. Whenever I click on a go, the sum of the two numbers will return here. So right click on a go, inspect element with a firebug. It is having ID as a go button, class as a button, ng click as this one. See here, ng click as this one. Let's go back here. Driver dot find element ng by dot Do we have any method like a ng click here? See, we don't have any method like an ng click. So how we are gonna handle such a kind of ng clicks? How we are gonna handle such kind of an ng clicks? We will convert this ng click into a CSS property. We will convert this into CSS property. How come? There is a syntax in protractor. Let me open up the blog again. Okay, let me open up the blog where in which we have a protractor locators separately. Okay, where in which you have a locators for these protractors separately. Okay, so here architecture. We do have a locators for this protractor. Okay, so here if you have an id property, how we are going to identify that? The same way, if an object is having an ng click like some function, then how we are going to write down means css. This is what the css property is. Okay, how you need to write down css ng click. Okay, css ng click is equal to that function name dot a click. So here if you observe that function name is this one, do addition, copy that and paste that function here, do addition. This is what the css property is. Okay, this is what the css property is, do addition css. Okay, so here find element by dot css selector. Okay, I don't want to go with by direct ng by. I can go with a by dot css selector and I can use a click method to perform a click operation on that. That's it. And later thread dot sleep sometime and terminate the browser too. Okay, cool. So let me try to run this script and see how this is going to work. Run as a JUnit test. It should perform the addition of the two numbers. See here, the sum of two numbers 6 got returned to the console. Okay, like this. Okay, cool. Done up to here. Am I clear for you all so far? Cool. So this is the basic thing. If you clearly observe, quit is a WebDriver command. Find element by, it's a WebDriver syntax. Manage window, it's a WebDriver command. Get, it's a WebDriver command. Everything is a WebDriver commands we are using. The only thing we changed is ng WebDriver bindings. Along with that, we are just using ng by. Wherever it was needed, we are using ng by. It's not mandatory that always we need to use these ng by only. See, this application contains too many scenarios like a division, multiplication, and a subtraction. Try to perform the operations from your ends. try to perform different operations here on the two text fields. But can you repeat how to add a jar file and how to get the target folder? See, a simple point is you just need to follow this block for sure. Okay, you need to follow this block for sure. From that particular block, there is a reference link which will navigate to this GitHub official downloads page, from where I download this source code. It's gonna download as a zip file. Once it got downloaded as a zip file, go to the downloads, extract that particular folder. You can find a folder like this. Navigate to this folder. Navigate to src test. By default, there is a Java folder inside that. Remove that. And later, copy the folder path. Open the command prompt. cd space. Change that particular path. Okay, change your path to that particular folder, cd space. I would like to change your folder up to here. And once we change this folder, mvn clean package. That's it. You don't need to do anything. mvn clean package. That's it. Automatically, a target folder will be captured by our protractor. It will take some time. It won't finish within a fraction of seconds. It might take a minimum 5 minutes of time. And then the jprotractor jar, you can find it out over here. This block contains a detailed information about the same. Okay, how to download, where to download, everything was there in our blog with a detailed representation. You just need to follow that. Okay, Mohan, am I clear for you so far? Okay, is this point clear for everybody? Great. Done up to here. Yeah, it's easy as a WebDriver. As you know, WebDriver, it's same as a WebDriver, but here the only difference is we are using ng methods, Angular control methods, where majority of the people don't have any idea about this ng controls. Okay, cool. And the another point is, okay, the another point of what you people need to consider out over here is, see, I'm just opening another application, angularjs.org. I'm creating a new script here. Okay, let me create a new script. Class example 2 with the main methods. This is what the application URL is. Let me copy the ng declaration from my previous scripts. Paste it here. Change the application URL. Okay, this is what my application URL is. Change the application URL. Now I just need to enter a value into this text field. Enter your name here. It is having a ng model. Copy it. So here simply driver dot find element ng by dot model, and it is a text field. Send the keys Ramya into that, and after that wait for some time and terminate the browser. That's it. Wait for some time and terminate the browser. That's it. Let me run the script as a Java application. Okay, so it's getting executed and it performed the operations. Great. Okay, fine. Okay, cool guys. So this is the way how can we handle this particular concept. Yes, how you have implemented the JUnit and the TestNG the same way. Even the frameworks, whatever we have used it for Selenium, we can use the same frameworks. See, there is no much a difference, guys. Everything is one and the same. Great. As we are using a direct Selenium, okay, there is no much a difference what we have implemented for Selenium. Everything is one and the same. Whatever we use it for Selenium, all the things are one and the same here also. That's it. Okay, so this is a protractor using a Java programming language. The most important thing required from your end is about the locators. See, in my blog, we do have a separate topic specifically designed for locators. How can we identify the object properties? Have a look into this locators, which will be helpful for you people to understand this concept in most simplified way. Okay, which will be helpful for you people to understand this concept in a most simplified way. Okay, done. So this is a basic concept about a protractor. Am I clear for everybody, or do you people have any questions for me on that? Good, good guys. Now it's turn from your end where you people need to practice this protractor using Java programming language. Okay, so we are gonna start mobile automation testing APM in the next session, which is on your Monday.